Hello YouTube and welcome to my office. It's a beautiful spring day outside, but the wind makes it a bit too chilly to sit outside and smoke. So in here in the office during the week I've smoked I think at least twice, maybe three times, sitting outside in the front yard, enjoying the spring sun. And today I'm smoking one of my homemade pipes, one that I don't smoke very often. Partly because it's straight and it's quite long, and I prefer my pipes bent, and if they are straight I want them quite short. But this one I think has a bit of an elegance on it, or off it, on it, or in it. So I like the shape, but I only smoke Englishes in it. And I don't smoke Englishes very often, so it isn't used. It's only rarely used. And the tobacco I'm smoking is from a London tobacconist called Cigar and Snuff. I think they're located in Covent Garden in London. I mentioned a few weeks back that my wife and my oldest son, he's 12, went to London for a weekend, or a long weekend, Friday till Tuesday, I believe it was. And they happened to stumble upon this tobacconist, Cigar and Snuff, and went in, and my wife bought me some tobacco, and she doesn't know what I like, so she went with something they recommended, that they said was popular, and I'm sure it is, but it's in English and not really up my street. My son knew it because he told my wife that it doesn't smell like the tobaccos daddy has, but she bought it anyway, and just the fact that she bought tobacco for me, it makes me grateful and thankful. So, and as an English, it's quite mild on the Latakia. It isn't that smoky, and that's good for me. I don't want my Englishes too smoky. I find the Latakia a bit harsh. So, but I'll be able to finish the 50 grams she bought me without any problems. It's, as I said, a mild English. And with it, I'm smoking some, no, I'm not smoking, I'm drinking some tea. I usually have coffee with my pipes, but I found that tea goes better with Englishes. At least that's my opinion. I'm drinking a blend called Russian Earl Grey. I suppose it's a ordinary Earl Grey blend, but they've added some, I think it's called bergamot in English as well, and some citrus. It's really tasty. It's my favorite tea. My son, not the 12-year-old that went to London, but the other one, I told him that I needed some sort of pipe stands. He really enjoys making stuff, gluing stuff together, and yeah, making stuff out of junk, rubbish he finds. I told him that I needed some sort of pipe stands, and he came up with these two. They're just paper rolls from toilet paper rolls, the inner core, what do you call it, and the pipe sits fine there. On the one he's been drawing, and the other one has been decorated with all kinds of stuff. So he's happy to make something for me, and I'm glad that I have something to put my pipes in. When I'm out here. What else can I tell you? Yeah, we took the horse, our pony, for a spin this morning. Well, it wasn't morning, it was 10:30 when we left here. But we took her for a spin on the roads. She's been mainly working in the forest during the winter, pulling out firewood. But now, as the weather is getting nicer, we've begun driving her on the roads again. She prefers that. She has a need for speed. She likes running a bit faster, not the slow, grinding, hard work with pulling logs. Yesterday I watched a video by Gribbs. He'd gone to the Atlantic coast on a short holiday, and he tried to do some fishing there. Not very successful, but he tried fishing, and I'm going to give fishing a try as well. My son, the one that made the pipe stands, he's been telling me he wants to go fishing. And I used to do a lot of fishing when I was a kid with my grandfather in Finland. Both, I don't know the English name. We call it spin fishing. You throw out the hook and a metal thing that's supposed to look like a fish, and then you reel it in. I did that, and then I did fishing with a float. I don't know if you recognize this kind of contraption. And we had worms on the hook. And we also did fishing with a net, or he laid nets and took them up, and I was in the boat with him. But the most exciting fishing I did was cod fishing. And we went out quite far, and it was like 30 or 40 meters deep there. We we just had a line on a roll, and at the end of the line was a hook and a heavy metal copper thing, polished really bright. We just dropped it into the sea, let it sink to the bottom, pulled up a meter, something like that, and then just jerked the line. And I suppose it was meant to look like a herring, something like that, that the cods feed on. And during those days there was still a lot of cod in the Baltic, and we used to catch a lot of fish, and some really big cods as well. But they say that the cod is almost gone from the Baltic now. But it's been gone before and come back, so I don't know if it's because we've been fishing, not I, but we as human beings, be fishing too much, or if it's just a natural variation. I'm a bit sore today. I'm jumping between subjects here. I did some work on the heavy bag boxing on Friday, and I did a new type of intervals that I hadn't done in a long time, and my shoulders and arms are really aching today. I find that 2 days after I've done hard exercise, that's when the ache is, who feels the most, or is the worst. But it's a good type of ache. You know, you've been exercising, and yeah, it's only weakness leaving the body. Another type of exercise that I've gotten during the week is from piling the wood. The kids have worked a fair bit with the wood as well, piling it. We're actually paying them to work with the wood and do the piling. I don't know how it is in outside of Sweden, but here it's usually, kids usually get weekly or monthly allowance. They get a certain amount of money, and we don't do that. We pay the kids to do some of the chores around the house. Some, of course, they have to do the basic chores for free. I mean, that's just part of growing up. But some of the extra stuff that needs to be done, we say that if you do that, we'll pay you a certain amount. And the firewood is one such thing. And they've been working away. And making good progress. Yeah, I've been just rambling on about nothing special today, but as I've said before, I want to make a video a week just to keep myself going and keep in touch with you guys. So I think I'll stop here. Thanks for watching. Take care, and see you soon again. Bye.